Intersectionality is the most important and powerful concept in critical theory. Historically, the theory of intersectionality comes from black women's thought in the USA. The term was coined by the legal scholar Kimberly Crenshaw. Before Crenshaw, the as yet unnamed concept was explored in the work of black American women like Audre Lorde. For these women, their theorizing was not some abstract intellectual exercise, but a project of describing their lived experience, speaking the truth of their standpoint. Intersectionality describes the way in which our membership of several social categories interacts. Audre Lorde identified herself as a person who is not just a woman, but also a black woman who is a working-class lesbian and a mother. And her experience as a lesbian is not just the same as the experience of a rich white lesbian, nor is her experience as a black person just the same as the experience of a black man without children. Her experience of oppression was not just the experiences of each of these categories independently, but of all those categories in interaction with each other. As we move through life, our social statuses may change, as we change economic class or age and face disabilities, for example. In addition, which of our social statuses are most pertinent to us change depending on our situation. When a black woman interacts with law enforcement, racism may be the most important factor of oppression for her. When she interacts with men in her community, sexism may become more important. For many of us, we are privileged in some categories and oppressed in others. White women, for example, must consider the ways in which their oppression as women interacts with their privilege as white people. Privilege is often near invisible to the privileged. It takes work and education to become aware of the way in which our privileged social categories affect our experience. For example, one form of oppression many people of color experience is being assumed to be criminals. A manifestation of this is that they are often treated with suspicion and followed by security guards when they go shopping. For a white person going to that same store, privilege would take the form of not being followed, a non-experience which could only be noticed if one was aware the experience is not universal. The call to think intersectionality should be a constant challenge. It is all too easy to assume that experiences we have related to particular categories of our social situatedness are universal, when people who share that category may have very different experiences due to difference in other categories.